Hey everyone, welcome back to Mario RPG. I will let you know that during the break between episodes I did go back and get some extra flower coins. That way we could actually go and buy the EXP booster. And we're actually going to give that to Toadstool because she definitely needs to catch up, and it'll give her a big boost later on. Since no one has that, we'll just give that to Gino. Free up some inventory. So we'll continue on through the sea area and try and find that next star that someone was talking about. And there's a treasure chest here with the stars, so we can kill all these little starfish. Oh nice. We just can't get up there. No, I can. There's a level up. And Gino reaches level 12. Fantastic. We'll give him some extra attack power. There's a lot of stars here. As you can see, there is a treasure chest up there. Let's see if I can remember how to get to that. Yeah, in order to go underwater, you do have to enter in all the whirlpools, so... There we go. And up here is a max mushroom. Fantastic. Definitely replace a regular mushroom with that. And just like that, we are out in the ocean. So let's go underwater. And we come across the top of the pirate ship, where we can enter in the mast like a pipe. With a note. Well, I guess the rumors about the giant squid were true. So we'll just save. Why not? There's another note from the travel log. Huh. So I guess they trapped the giant squid in the treasure cellar of all places. Oh yes, there's actually a lot of undead in here, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna switch out Bowser for Mallow, because a lot of these enemies will only die to special attacks. So we're going to use Mallow's Thunderbolt like this tomorrow. $20 experience points for that. That's fantastic. And just like that, Toadstool is back up to level 12. Now, Toadstool's an odd character in that she is mostly magic character, but if you give her some attack power, it'll definitely help in the later game. And Bowser learns poison gas. We will never even bother with that because it's worthless. More attack. Yeah, the dry bones are actually very weak, as you can see, but it doesn't matter how hard you hit them. If you don't hit them with a special attack, they don't die. One special attack and they die instantly. So, definitely something to keep in mind when you're going through this area. Oh, and dry bones also come back after a time. That's also a pain, but... that's something we can deal with later. Thunderbolt is a godsend in here. And we have some rats climbing up and down the stairs. We're gonna ignore them and just go for the treasure chest with some coins in it. There we go. As you can see, there's a lot of doors in here. I'll explain what those are in just a second. First I want to take out this dry bones to get the treasure chest. Slap around these creepers a little bit. And Mallow uses trademark Thunderbolt. And 27 experience points from that. It's such a good place to level if you're under-leveled. But we've already caught up quite a bit, so... Oh look, the dry bones is back up, so we'll just kill him again. Can't really say no to an extra 27 experience points. Slap the creeper around. And then we Thunderbolt. And Mario reaches level 13. Let's see. Nothing's really standing out this time, so we'll just give Mario extra attack power. And Mallow reaches 13 as well. And it doesn't really matter what Mallow likes. He's gonna get some more special attack. And this is our good friend the merchant again. Does he have anything to do? Nope, same stuff he had before. And he's talking about a password. We can try and deduce our way through. Yeah, in other words, you can guess. Because what each of these doors actually shows, or gives you, is a clue as to the password to the treasure chest. Or treasure cellar, sorry. As well as a few good items if you do it right, but... And Mallow takes everything out in one hit. What do you know, Mallow? You're actually not useless anymore. So we're gonna save really quick, so I don't screw up any of the puzzles. As you can see, here, there's two switches. You can step on each of them, but they don't do anything, because this is actually one of the puzzles. So what you do is you knock down the barrel, facing the opposite direction, and just keep hopping on it. And that'll actually push down that button, and we can push down the second button ourselves, and we get our first clue. And it says the R comes before the L. Well, if you're curious as to what that means, there's actually 6 letters that you can switch around by hitting the block. And the password, as the merchant told us, has something to do with the C. So, what we're actually going to do is we're going to go clear out some of these doors. We'll start with this one, just because it's closest. Yes, light mode, thank you. Sorry, I don't like waiting for the special attacks, just because I know I can't block them with a time hit, so keep your time to a minimum. Toadstool reaches 13, and she learns Comeback, probably one of the more useful skills in this game because it acts like a pick-me-up, but you can actually revive them with full health for a measly 2 flower points. So right now, we're just going to give Toadstool some extra HP, that way she's a little tankier and she can actually use that Comeback more reliably. Now, as you can see with this one, the puzzle involves 3 cannons. What you do is hit the block and it fires one out, so you have to hit each cannonball into the next block, and of course I screw it up at the end. So we just leave and go back in, and it resets. There we go. And we got a regular mushroom for that. We can just toss that out, that's kind of useless. And we get our next clue that says, at least 2 consonants are side by side. Now, I'll definitely give you points if you guys can figure out the password before I actually finish all these puzzles. I already know what the answer is, so I won't ruin it for you guys. But try and take the clues to heart and try and figure it out before I get there. Now this one is follow the coins. You have a limited time to actually collect the coins, so you have to be a little quick about this without going too fast to collect the coin that's actually leaving the trail. Otherwise you just mess everything up. And just like that, we finish it. And we get a lot of coins for finishing that puzzle. And another memo that has 4 consonants. So we know there's 4 consonants at least, or sorry, there is 4 consonants and at least 2 of them are side by side. And we'll continue on to the next puzzle. Yes, thank you, Creepers. We all know you're dead by Thunderbolt. In the next one, it's a 3D maze. Truthfully, this is the one puzzle that I can never do reliably just because of the way it's designed. Maybe if I get lucky I can actually figure it out. But anytime you hit X you actually see where you are. But the trick is actually just going in the right direction. Because as you can see you just can't tell where you are other than, you know, little bits and pieces of information everywhere, so I'm not going to bother doing this one. I think at top there's only a flower anyway, but we have plenty of those right now. So I apologize to those of you that are trying to figure out the clues, but that's actually one clue that I won't be able to get you. Now this one's a little tricky. This one you actually have to stop the trampolines in the correct spot so that the cannonball bounces off each trampoline and onto the button. And I'm actually really surprised I got that right on the first time. So I got a flower for that, and it is found on the bed of the ocean. Well, there's that has to do with the sea again. But now we know it has to do with the bed of the sea. And now for the final puzzle, we have a paratrooper that actually follows you around. And you just have to have him knock the cannonball into the switch. And we get a mushroom. And there is an S in the word. So we know there's the R comes before the L. There's 4 consonants. And at least 2 of the consonants are side by side. It has to do with the ocean. It's found on the bed of the ocean. And that there is an S. So with all that, we're going to save right before you put in this password. And we'll, since the main part of this area is done, we're actually going to put Bowser back into our party, that we have that little extra tankiness and physical damage on our party. And we'll put in the password. That one's all set. Hang on. Nope, I lied. I spelled it wrong. There we go. And now that we've put in our password, the door opens and a tentacle comes flying out. As we enter the door, we encounter a boss battle. But this actually gives us a chance to try out Bowser's new weapon, the Hurley Gloves, where we throw Mario. Probably the greatest weapon ever devised. Alright, that's one tentacle down. Let's start working on the second one. Yeah, as you can see, every so often a tentacle will quote-unquote grab one of your party members and send him flying upward, and then he returns feared every time. But since we actually have Toadstool on our party right now, I'm not too worried about the fear anymore, just because of the way group hug works. Alright, that's the first set of tentacles down. And we encounter the second set. So first we're actually just going to do a group hug, just to cure Bowser of his fear. Because we need him doing as much damage as possible. And we'll start getting to work on these tentacles. There goes Mario. But as I said, it's not too big a deal. Oh yeah, with the Hurley Gloves, when Mario is either gone or, you know, passed out because we didn't revive him in time, it actually gets replaced with a Mario doll. Alright, looks like they took Peach too. So that means we're definitely going to have to use a group hug now to secure all these status ailments. And there goes Bowser. Of course, right after I use group hug. And Bowser comes bouncing back. And there goes the second set of tentacles. As we continue on to meet with the giant squid. Now, for those of you that are into biology, you'll notice that this squid actually has 8 tentacles and not 6 or 10, or whatever it actually is, which makes me believe it's actually more of an octopus than a squid. But when has the Mario universe ever been accurate? Alright, we're actually going to get rid of this tentacle before we cure Bowser. That way we don't have to worry about him getting feared anymore. I will never get tired of that. It's just so funny seeing Bowser throw Mario around as a weapon. Alright, that takes care of all the tentacles. Now we can just start mashing on the big squid's head. Ow, that actually hurts. I have to give points to Squaresoft and Nintendo for coming up with this idea of having Mario used as a weapon. And there's a sandstorm where everybody gets feared that gets hit. of course, it's right before Bowser's turn. Why wouldn't it be? Let's cure that up again. So as you can see, Toadstool is an invaluable party member right now due to curing status ailments and healing and pretty much everything. I guess Bowser doesn't do that much damage to begin with, but... Oh no, he's just very bulky. But Mario's doing quite a bit of damage with his hammer, so... And there's a sandstorm again. And the Mario doll. I wonder if that's the same doll that we found in Booster's Tower. If so, it would be kind of cruel that we stole it. And that is the end of the giant squid in the treasure cellar. We get 34 experience points and 100 coins for that. That's a nice haul, if we didn't already have max coins, unfortunately. So with that out of the way, we're actually going to end this episode here, and in the next episode we'll continue on through the ship to meet with the dreaded pirate Johnny Jones and gather our 5th star piece. I'll see you in the next one.